Uh, all right. Enable mute. Boom, 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 and boom. Okay, what's going on over here? All right. Welcome everyone. YouTube is running good. Zoom running good. I'm glad that we all are here. Hopefully everyone's well. Hopefully no one is sick. And we got, we got ourselves London Open over here. London Open. I'm sitting in an empty office this time because it's a holiday in Dubai. 2 days holiday in Dubai. I don't like holidays. I like to work. Okay, so let's see here. We have, let's pop out this chat. Beautiful. Beautiful. Hello, sir. I started following you 2 months ago. Thank you. Welcome. Okay, let's do some analysis over here now. By the way, November, man, what a month it has been. November. What a month it has been in November. $500 away from $400,000 a month is incredible. Probably going to withdraw $250,000 here, but let's see what happens. Current month, new month, December. Okay, so let me just disable annotations and let's start talking about what's going on over here. Okay. Okay, someone is using your strategy. Sure, let them use my strategy. I don't care. Okay, let's take a look at gold on the daily time frame and let's remove all these analysis here first. Now, the daily candles over here. Daily candles creating some sort of a resistance. We also have some sort of support being established over here as well. Let's look at the 4 hour now. Looking at the 4 hour, need to make some adjustments. We have a resistance, 2664. We have a support on the 4 hour right here. If this was me looking at the market in 2016, I'd be taking buys on the 4 hour because 4 hour support, it can go up maybe like 25 30 pips if this was me back in the day, but now we're better. I want to join your academy. The link is in description. Let's take a look on the 1 hour now. Looking at the 1 hour time frame, the London Open has just begun. Let's zoom in here for a little bit and let's see right over here. So the 1 hour time frame, we're approaching some sort of a resistance. Let's take a look at this in more detail on the 30 minute. Looking at the 30 minute, now we have some more information. We have a resistance on the 30 minute right here, 2637. Let's measure this range. This is a 130 pip range. What's this currency? Sir, this is gold. 130 pip range. Okay, let's save this template as anyway. Yeah, 130 pip range. Let's take a look on the 15-minute time frame. So looking at the 15-minute time frame, I would want to stay away. I mean, okay, if we do break above 2633, got like a 46 pip range, which is good. I like this. Above this area, 2633, 45 pip range, pretty good. At the same time, if we break below 2750, yeah, I don't know. I'll have to be very careful with this. The London Open just started, and it's also Monday. If we break below this area, no, I'd rather wait. I don't wanna do any impulse entries on a Monday. I would rather wait. Even though we can break below this area and move down, but I'm not confident with this. If I'm not confident, I'm not going to take a trade just because I want to take a trade. Very important. Let's take a look at pound yen. Let's take a look at from the daily time frame, pound yen, remove all these analyses. Look at the daily over here, right? Daily has been sitting at this support area for quite some time now, right here. Let's take a look on the 4 hour. Looking at the 4 hour, we have some more information on the 4 hour now. We have a resistance on the 4 hour. Obviously, there's some sort of a support. Let's take a look on the 1 hour time frame. We can adjust this resistance, and I guess we can adjust the support as well on the 1 hour. So we're just creating zones here first. You know, we're creating the most recent resistance, most recent support. If we take a look at this range, it's like 100 pip range, pretty big range on pound yen, to be honest. And let's take a look on the 30 minute. Looking at the 30 minute, the only thing I see on the 30 minute here is that we have had a rejection from 192.77, and now the 30 minute candle is coming up. So if we do break above 196.70, I think there's a possibility to continue to push up. I think, you know, so we'll have to see if we do break above this area, break above the previous high, to be honest. But I'm going to be focusing on gold over here. That's it. I'm only going to be focusing on gold. Got 21 pips, took sales. Nice. Can we consider this as consolidation for gold? Yeah. You know, to be honest, what I would want to see on gold, I would want to see maybe a break below 26.22. I think that's going to be better, a break below 26.22, because if I look to the left-hand side, then we have some sort of a range we can fill. Below 26.22, you're looking at this wick fill, you know, probably first tap into 26.19, 26.16, and then all the way down towards 26.13, which is like 95 pips away. That's going to be better, you know. Or also, if we can probably break above 26.33, then we have like a clean 46, 49 pip range for price to move up. I took risky buy when this 30-minute candle closed above resistance, 26.30. Okay. Waited to create lower wick, open position, secured 12 pips for Monday. Oh, nice, Ed. Very, very nice. I'm holding gold. I can't sleep last night. I did overtrade. I make 500 pounds and trying to cover 1,500 pounds hold now. Wow. Wow, you've been awake all night, buddy. KD Academy FX Limited. You got to give it a rest. Which funded account is best? I would say only go to a funded account if you are profitable on your personal account. What time do you trade Monday mostly? Well, at this time. I'm looking to take Maven 5K account challenge, how it is. What are you going to do with the $5,000 account challenge? Seriously, what are you going to do with the $5,000 account challenge? What good are you going to do with this? Makes no sense to me. $5,000 account. Minimum should be $10,000. $5,000, it makes no sense at all. Hey, what are you going to make? $500? $1,000 on it? Then what? You think $1,000 is going to change your life? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Rejection for push-up? Yeah. I mean, this rejection for push-up will only make sense if we break above 26.33 for price to move up. Break above 26.33. Raja, you earned me. Earned you what? Will you trade this December? I'm going to stop trading on the 15th of December till the 10th of January. Yeah, maximum lots on $1,000 account, 10-cent lots. Yeah, 10-cent lots, you know, so yeah, I think this is going to be a good idea here. Break above 26.33. Yeah, that'll be good. We also have ADP this week. We have NFP this week. This week is a fireball. It is a fireball. So I'm looking at this over here. Let's see if we can get it. One thing I took seriously is when you said never change your bias if you're new to trade. See, today waited for 2 hours to go with my bias. Got 21 pips. Wow. Muhammad Sumni, amazing. Sumuni, Mr. Sumuni, that's beautiful. Never change your bias. Never, ever change your bias. If you take a buy and you lose the trade, wait for another opportunity. Wait for another opportunity, and trust me, there's a very high probability you're going to win. But if you take a buy and you lose the buy, and then you change your bias and take a sell and you lose the sell, now you've basically lost both ways. That makes no sense. Pakistan withdrawals, yeah, local bank deposits in Pakistan are slow. Local bank deposits in Pakistan. No, withdrawals are slower. Local bank deposits, you know. Crypto withdrawals on Dominion markets are like less than 6 hours. Yeah. I just finished watching a video, so what's your best time frame? Well, in my video I say 30 minutes. So I guess you didn't watch it with much attention. What do you think about mastering Elliott waves? Worth it or no? Try it. Oh, look at that. We've broken above this area, 196.59. Great impulse entry scenario for price to move up. Does Dominion Market provide instant account? Yes. Hello, Gen Z. Hello there. I'm actually millennial. I just took a trade here for buy and captured 30 pips. I booked my profit because volume are decreasing first trade of Monday 1. Beautiful. Excuse me. Beautiful. So, yeah, I mean, you know, it's going to be great for buys above 26.33 on gold. I think it's going to be absolutely amazing. So we'll have to wait for that to formulate, and then we will see where we go from there. Have to provide some value as well at the same time. So what is this? Boom, boom, move it over here. This is gold, 15-minute time frame. Gold 15-minute time frame. Hey bro, did you recover after the hot wing challenge? That was hilarious. Yeah, I had a AK-47 the next day, but after that day, everything was back to normal. Advanced concepts are similar or different? They're different. I just took a trade here. Okay, I'm not able to close my position in MagicKeys. I tried all the ways, even contacted the team, but not the response. Please help with it. I don't know what issue you're having. I don't know your operating system. I don't know if it's digital, physical. I don't know none of those information. I don't know if you removed the USB dongle and put it back. I don't know if it's charged. There are a lot of variables, you know, a lot of variables. So you just got to wait. You know, it was the weekend. Maybe someone's going to get back to you today. When will you close trading for the year? The 15th of December. Pull ICT into Robbins already? No. I have a program with Dominion Market account. I've contacted to the helpline, email them times. Now 2 months. What's your problem? What is the problem? Can you talk about gold sell on November 12? Everyone says it's fake. How can the gold sells on 12 November can be fake if gold actually fell on 12 November? Like, what's up? What's up with that? Oh shit, I forgot. It's Monday. We got retards on Monday. Sorry. Can we withdraw to Indian bank account from Dominion funding account? Yes. Through UPI. FX LXG exposed. Man, it was all a marketing campaign. That $100 to $1 million, it was all marketing. It was all marketing. Can you pass Dominion funded account live, please, boss, please? Can I pass Dominion funding account live? Can I pass Dominion funding account live? Well, we'll have to see. I think that's going to be a pretty good thing to start. That's going to be a pretty good thing to start, a Dominion funding account. That'll be very, very interesting to start. Let's see over here. Okay, yeah. See right over here. We're still in this range at this point. Pound yen retraced back. Yeah, this would be great. Above 26.33 on gold, this would be massive. How do you make bias? So this is how I make my buys, right? I'm looking for buys above 26.33, and I will just wait for price to break and close above 26.33. If I do the Dominion funding challenge, you guys do understand that every challenge that I will purchase, I get it. And then we'll see how far it goes. Why is nowadays you're not focusing on M30? Okay, here we go. Here's M30. Because, okay, so M30 has a wick over here. Okay, you see this wick right over here on M30? So this is a 22 pip wick, and above this area you got like a 55 pip range. So I want to see more information on this wick. Like I want to see if there's some market structure, and if I look at the 15-minute, I do see some market structure. So I think it's going to be in my best interest to wait for the 15-minute to break above 26.33, since this is a pretty big range here. Look, this is like a 47 pip range. Problem is balance is showing on my account, but my balance is on. Okay, send an email or open up a ticket on Discord. Open a ticket in Discord. We have Discord community for Dominion markets. So open up a ticket and then someone's going to get back to you. Okay, is Dominion funding available in India? Yes. How can I join your academy from Dubai? Wow. Trade Locker sucks, but I love you can mark up, etc. Awesome. Why you never captured Big Profit live stream? I've seen all your live stream. No, you have not seen all the live streams. Sells below 26.29. I don't think so. Based on candle structure, the sells would only make sense if we create a candle like this. Let me show you. If we create a candle like this on the 15-minute, then it makes sense for sells. Then you could say that, okay, the next candle can continue to push down. And this will be the this will be the confirmation candle, and this will be the trading candle right over. So this will be the selling candle. You'd be selling right over here for price to move down. But we need this confirmation candle to form first. Very important. Without that confirmation candle, there's nothing. So we literally have to wait for some sort of a sign, some sort of a confirmation. Remember your massive win at Singapore? Yeah, that was simulation. Do you still recommend your how to trade gold video on YouTube? Yes, I still recommend that. And I also recommend you to enroll in Market Fluidity University. Does Dominion Market is safe? We've been going on. In April, it's going to be 4 years for Dominion Market. So we're doing pretty good. Can we expect 10K or 5K account? Maybe 10K account, but we have a lot more other things to do. We have to roll out a 2-step challenge and stuff like this. Raja, I hate you from Ethiopia. Yeah, I would hate myself too if I lived in Ethiopia. What are the safest deposit and withdrawal methods available for Indians, CPI, and crypto? Why shouldn't we wait when the candle close below of low bullish candle to open sell position? I don't know, but to sell, I would want this candle to close bearish, just like how I explained. Candle, when the candle close below of, no, not below of low, because even if you can get a candle to close like this, right? Even if you get a candle to close like this, then the next candle can fill this wick, and that could be your trade for the next candle to continue to push down. You know, so that's why it's very important to wait. Waiting is the name of the game. Yeah, Dubai Bootcamp probably in January, we'll see. Is it okay if you only take 5 to 6 trades in a month? Sure, it's fine. Can you explain why you don't use DXY as confirmation? Because it makes no sense at all. Okay. Yeah. Wow, look at that. Yeah, nothing really happening at this point. Gold is whatever. Have you ever used RSI divergence in the beginning? Yeah, brother, I used, you would laugh at this. I would use divergence on RSI and stochastics. That's what I would do. Raja Banana sold $6.4 million. Oh, I don't know what that is. Any good tool for order flow in gold? Order flow in gold? I would say maybe not focus on order flow in gold. If you want my honest opinion, you're just going to be wasting your time. If you want my sugar-coated opinion, I would say, yeah, man, go ahead. Order flow is amazing. Learn new things, learn new skills to read the chart, and it will work out for you, but it's going to take a long time. You know, if you want a short time, just forget about order flow. Focused on candles, focused on clean ranges to the left-hand side. You know, if you're uncomfortable with buys above 26.33, then focus on buys above 26.38, and then you have clean range over here, like 63 pips for price to move. Favorite crypto, Doge. Will you ever come to India? I don't know. Any dates become traveling from New Zealand? Dates for the Dubai event? Dubai event probably 11th January. Probably 11th January. Yeah. I received an email from Dominion Markets about Dominion funding, but I'll buy the channel after a month or so. Yes, it will be the same. Don't worry, it will be the same. Your strategy is best for more than 5K account. It's not a strategy. It's a way to read candles. It's a way to read price action. It doesn't matter whether you got a $5,000 account, $50,000, or $1 million account. It's all the same. What currency are you looking at? I just joined. Well, Vanessa, maybe if you open up your eyes, you'll see what currency we're looking at. Is Dominion funding available in Nigeria? Sure. ICT and SMC is a waste of time, or it has least use of information, addition, price action, and opinion. I would say maybe just learn price action. Once you fully grasp price action, then go into, you know, smart money concepts or whatever. But there's going to be a very high probability that you will not go towards smart money concepts. There's going to be very, very high probability. If you do go there, after a few months, you're just going to come back. Okay, here we go. We're about to break above this area over here now, 26.3350. If there's a gap after market open, how would you look at the chart? Would you look at gap fills? No. Gap on EU chart. Send the chart and we'll take a look at that. Do you believe TP1, TP2? What kind of a question is this? Would you buy in pre-London at support form 2622? 2620? Sure. I mean, it wasn't pre-London at that time. Ooh, not allowing their clients to exit out of their positions and their platform trade locker keep freezing. Something seems suspicious. Platform was down for 5 hours. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Will you go for impulse or break or close above? No idea. Have to wait. I'll have to wait. The 30-minute candle is about to close as well. So it's going to be better. It's going to be better to wait. going to be better to wait. Let's start loading up some positions over here. 40 lots. We'll go with 40. And let's do this. Boom, boom, boom. Let's do this. All right, got my magic keys ready. I once read there are two ways to be profitable. Either have a good risk reward, either have a good winning rate. I would say have a good way to manage risk. That's the best way. So let's go with risking 1% over here. Okay. Okay, we're breaking above this high. We're coming up. The candle is about to close in 6 minutes on the 30-minute time frame. 30-minute time frame, candle's about to close. Even if I take a buy over here, stop loss is 29.30 pips. Should I enter around once we break above 26.33? 26.33. You can see how I'm moving these lines, and it can adjust my stop loss. It can adjust the lot size. You know, it can risk 1%. I got 1 to 1.6 risk reward. Do you do one-on-one mentorships? Yeah, my one-on-one mentorship is $10,000. I'm new to it, but we do have a fully functional, like a fully running online university, which is $138 a month. The link is in description. Oh, wow, look at that. Nothing happened over here. Nothing going on. Oh, rejection. This will be interesting. Where price goes out from here. This will be interesting. How much should we risk per trade in PropFirm? I don't know, 1%? 0.5%? Do you have signal group? No. Yeah, just waiting over here. Just waiting. We got 4 minutes left for the candle to close. Was this gold move down today was due to Trump's tweet about 100% tariffs of BRICS represent? Yeah, maybe. Could be. Probably. It's very hard to install magic keys. No, it's not. There are clear instructions to install magic keys. I have 4 computers. 4 computers I have. 2 of them are MacBooks. And all 4 I installed magic keys without any problem. All right, just waiting over here on gold. Pound yen. Ooh, pound yen is continuing to rocket over here. Look at this 15 minute. About to break this high, and it's rocking and rolling break above this high. But I'm looking at only gold over here. Just gold. We have like 5 minutes left for the candle to close. Sorry, 3 minutes left for the candle to close. This will be interesting. Raja, Discord community link is in the description of this live stream. The daily candle broke the previous daily low. Maybe it will continue to push down. Looking at the daily. Yeah, it did. But it also came into some sort of a rejection here as well. 4-hour candle is also bouncing off of this support. So now the 4-hour, like, you know, looking at the 1 hour, 1 hour is also bouncing off of the support. But we needed to break above 26.33 for it to continue to push up. You have to understand this. Like the smaller time frames will build the overall higher time frames. You know, the 30-minute is whatever, 15-minute is stuck over here. So we're just waiting at this point. Just waiting. That's it. Just waiting. What if there would be a 30-minute breakout? Well, then we have to wait. Again, we cannot discuss what if scenarios. We gotta wait. Okay, I had to change the battery on this thing. You know, to be honest, one other thing they have to remove is this daylight savings time. You know, they really have to get rid of that daylight savings time. If our computers and our mobile phones didn't automatically convert time to daylight savings, people would be lost. Are you still holding XRP? You know what? I am. And I think XRP will continue to push. Yeah, I think XRP will continue to push. Let's take a look at this. XRP price. Actually, let's take a look at this right over here. XRP. Oh, we don't have it over here. Oh. What? Huh? Oh, no. XRP price, USD. You know what I was looking at? I was looking at this. XRP price 8. I'm like, $8? So Durham's right over here. Wow. Wait, hold on. Ooh, look at this shit skyrocket, man. 2.4. This will continue pushing XRP. Wow. This is crazy. Very good. Okay, so the candle has closed. The 30-minute candle has closed. 15-minute candle has closed. 15-minute candle has closed. It hasn't made a top wick. I would rather have it make a top wick, break its own low, and then I'll take a sell. I think that would be better. That would be better. Can we install MagicKeys in Mac without Parallels? No. You need Parallels to install MagicKeys. Okay, here we go. And looking at opening a trade here. I got my button, finger on the button. As it breaks its own low, we'll go with 1% risk. 1% risk would be risking $10,000. Wow, that's a lot. So we'll go with 40 lots, you know, once we break below its own low. We'll go with 40 lots for a sell on Monday. Are we ready? This is something we visualized once when we started the stream. But if we do break below this low, then I guess it's game time. Game time. We have to wait. Have to literally wait. Because if we break below this low, we're looking at 22 pips and then probably continue down towards 26.25. But we have to wait. Oh, there we go. All right. Stop loss will be 14 pip stop over here. All right, you know, like 0.6, 0.7%. 0.6, 0.7%. Maybe we can continue down till I think should be good. 26, 26.93, 26.97, 26.93. I think I would wait for a close if I just miss it. Okay, yeah, that's cool. That's cool. Because initially I was looking at candle to form bearish, if you remember, like this, and then the next one to continue to push down. But that candle, it closed with a smaller body, and yeah, so I mean, you know, we broke below its own low, so took the sell, and then ideally we should continue to push towards 26, 27. I think that's going to be a very good outcome for this session in London. I am in gold buy. Where is your TP is my stop loss? Oh, you're in gold buys and my TP is your stop loss. Interesting. How to develop algo for trading gold? You cannot develop an algo for trading gold, like a profitable algo, to be honest. It's difficult. Buys on gold. Why are you guys buying gold? Why are you guys buying? Well, someone's gonna win. Someone's gonna win. Maybe it's gonna be sells. Maybe it's gonna be buys. But I'm more confident in these sells based on the way candles are structured. I mean, we rejected this area 2632. This candle has broken below this low. London Open hasn't had any volume so far. Maybe now I can bring my stop loss down. Pretty good, right? Yeah, pretty good. 11 took sells. Okay. 12 pips, 13, 14. Boom, finish. 5K. Got about 13 pips over here. Pretty good. Pretty good. Congratulations, everyone. Congratulations to me. Actually, congratulations to me. I took this straight. I buy on 26.25, take profit 26.33. Now is free trade. Oh, nice. Thanks. Followed along to the T. Have a great day. Thank you, Peter. Have a great day. So yeah, I mean, we waited 30 minutes to take a trade. The trade lasted about 4 minutes, 3-minute trade. 13 pips. I mean, you can put your stop loss at break even, secured 80%, and leave the rest running. It's a Monday, so we're going slow. Monday, we're going slow. I mean, I still think we haven't had any volume for London Open. So if the volume is there, I think we should still tap into this wick to the left-hand side and then maybe continue down towards 26.25. Yeah. So beautiful. Congratulations. If I made an account on Pakistani document and come to Dubai, is this account work in Dubai? Yes, it will. Which lot size do you use on $100 account? I don't trade a $100 account. Maybe you shouldn't either. I have TP 2622. Wow. Okay. 15-minute made resistance. That's why you sell? Yes, that's why I sold. So I basically sold on something that I was visually expecting. Visually I was expecting candles to form a certain way, and then I executed. Can't wait to start trading impulse entries like you. You are so fluent. Thank you, man. Thank you, Naz. Appreciate it. Raja, now I have a question. I know you don't believe in risk reward, but the initial risk was 6,000 and you booked 5,000. Is this subjective? Yes, it is subjective. Yeah, it is subjective because I know if this candle would have came up to its open price, I would have closed 5%. Well, 50%. I would have closed 50%. So it would have been like a 1-to-1. Most of the time, my trades have negative risk rewards. Most of the time, negative risk reward. Because I'm very quick in securing positions. I know I'm happy with 15 pips, 13, 15, 20 pips. I'm okay with that. I have this intuition where I know if I close, price may reverse. So those things I think come in very, very handy too. But also at the same time, you have to be very confident that you're going to be able to lose less than what you're planning to lose. You're going to be very, very comfortable with that. When I take sell in gold, then I come to you, then you take same sell. Oh, nice. Beautiful. I want to grow 5K account. Any tips? 1 or 2 trades a day. Current 15-minute candle open with small selling pressure. Yes. How do you manage to hold the trade? I manage to hold the trade for bigger pips when there's clean range. Like let's say, for example, if we go above 26.39, I'd be more open to hold the trade because you have clean range over here. Look at this clean range. But right here, there's this wick. We don't know whether we will reject from here or break below. We just don't know. So in that case, I'm not focusing on holding it. Plus, also I like to hold positions on Wednesdays and Thursdays if I'm in profits on Mondays and Tuesdays. But Mondays and Tuesdays is very rare where I'm going to be open to hold positions. Yeah, then I'd rather hold for 40 pips, 40, 50, something like this. I don't have Telegram. My TP is last low. What last low? Oh, wow, look at that. We're about to continue to push till 26.27. Look at this. 26.26, 26.27. We'll tap that, and then we're looking at 26.26 and then 26.25. Yes, 11th January is the boot camp date in Dubai. All right. Need some water. Oh, wow, look at that. We are filling that wick. Is the holding take profit on Monday, Tuesday because of your own risk management? Yeah. Like I like to secure wins on Mondays and Tuesdays and then risk those wins on Wednesdays and Thursdays to let price run. Okay, all right. Okay, what's this? I see that you waited current candle to break its own low. I understand to make an upper wick, but why we waited for it to break its own low? Because once this candle started, if you review the stream, once this candle started, it pushed down, right? It pushed down, then it moved up. And if it's going to continue to push down, it has to break its own low for a probability to continue to push down. That's why. Do you feel like prop firms should compensate their clients for the platform glitch? Of course. Of course they should compensate. We compensate at Dominion Markets all the time when we have a platform glitch. Of course. All right. Very happy today. Got a winning trade today. If we withdraw from Dominion Funding to Indian Bank, yeah, it's safe. Your training videos have turned my life around. Thank you very much, man. Oh, wow. Thank you, man. Appreciate it. Imagine how your life will turn around if you join Market Fluidity University. Miss Dominion Markets to this day. Man, it's very tough. It's very tough. But hey, I think you can still join Dominion Funding. Yeah, USA is tripping. USA has made things very, very difficult. I hope Trump changes some things around, but who knows? How does the funded program for Dominion work? Just go to the website. So, yeah, pretty good. Pound yen, wow, nothing. Ooh, BTC is dropping over here. 5% up in 100K. Oh, beautiful. Well done. Someone passed their 5% challenge. How are you going to use Dominion markets if you're planning to shift to the US? Because I am a Canadian national. I have a residence in Dubai. So with that, I can still use Dominion markets if I move to Dubai, US. How to register for bootcamp? It's not announced yet. It will be announced maybe somewhere this week or something. Wow, look at that. Look at that rejection. So tough, right? So tough. I've bought gold from 26.27. Beautiful. When is True London open? 2 a.m., 3 a.m. Man, are you stupid? What the fuck does it mean? When is True London? What is True London open? You know, if your work starts at 8 a.m., you're not going to ask your boss, hey, when should I come in? 8 a.m. or 9 a.m.? He's going to say, motherfucker, come at 8 a.m. True London Open was 45 minutes ago. True London Open. When is London open? I'll Google this for you here. Look at this. Look at that. See that? That's the time right there. Chilling. Could you explain to me why you don't trade, for example, $3 to $5 million account? You could earn much more. Is 1 million enough for you? Yeah. I mean, it's good. I don't want to trade bigger because, like, you know, the bigger you go, your leverage gets reduced by the LP. So it makes no sense. Is buy still valid above 26.33? Yes, I do think so. Above 26.33. What's your bias for gold? I don't know. My bias for gold, I mean, I took sells and then maybe buy is above 26.33. I don't know. We'll see. But for the most part, I'm done for the day. I'm done for the day. Came on, waited 30 minutes to take one trade, you know, made some money, and that's about it. Yeah, and go to the gym. No, probably going to eat some eggs. All right, let's see over here. Let's take a look at this. Let's take a look at this. Take a look at news. Let's take UK faces calls from traders to end pre-market data releases. Ooh. Trump's BRICS warning shines light on emerging effects. Amazing. We need Trump to move the markets. That's what we need. My work doesn't feel the same without your live stream. Thank you, iPhone. I really appreciate it. Wish we knew your real name, but we'll go with iPhone. Okay, yeah, right now nothing. We're just ranging over here now. Pound yen is reversing here as well, like very, very tough environment. I mean, if you look at pound yen, this is creating some sort of like like a minor support, 21 pip range, nothing. What will be covered in boot camp? Nothing. Just very, very basics. Very basics. It's like a one-day event, basic price action, risk management, trade management, trading plan, something you already have access to, but these events are more of networking events as well, because you get to meet people in person. You like, sometimes you can develop relationships, you can maybe like, work together with someone you vibe with. So that's the whole, like, that's the whole thing about these events. I don't like how Raja is snobbing me. Well, I don't owe you anything. What? You're not seeing my comments? Where can I see your Discord community link? Yeah, because it's just look in the description, man. Like, you charge a bit higher price compared to other competitors. So let me ask you a question. What special features or benefits are you offering? I'm talking about your PropFirm. Dominion Markets is much more expensive than other prop firms. The reason why is because we want to be very, very stable. It's a broker-backed prop firm. The spreads you see here on Dominion Markets, like, 0.8 pip spread on gold, these are the same spreads you get on Dominion Funding, and that's about it. That's about it. It's like you compare, let's say, Louis Vuitton or Judith Libre to some other brands like, Michael Kors or, like some shit like that. So they serve the same purpose, but they're much more expensive based on like quality, based on the making, based on so many other things. So that's why. Plus, also we're doing a partnership with MagicKeys as well, like a very, very special partnership with MagicKeys and Dominion Funding. So it's going to be extremely sick. But the main thing is just to make sure that the firm is stable. The firm is stable so that people don't buy challenges to just gamble. Because, like, we've seen the market. You look at all the other prop firms, you'll see that their challenges are extremely cheap. Our $100,000 challenge is $650, one-step challenge, but you keep 100% of the profits. Look at someone else, it's like $400, $300, $350 for 100K. It makes no sense at all. Like, then you run into issues like payout denials, and you look at like, payouts are getting late. And to be honest, from a business perspective, if your challenges are really, really cheap, you attract gambling, like this gamble mentality of traders. That's what you attract. You're going to attract someone who's going to buy 2 challenges, and they'll take buys and sells, and they'll try to, like, game the system. So we don't want that. We don't want anyone to game the system. We don't want non-serious traders to come in, which is why our challenges are a little bit expensive, because we want to stand separate than the crowd. I mean, if you look at all the other prop firms on Black Friday, they were all running like massive discounts, man. Yeah, Apex is $20. Like, it makes no sense at all. It literally makes no. That's a money grab. Whenever prop firms have huge discounts, they need money to pay people out. That's what it is. And there's a very high probability you may get a payout denial, so that's why. Yeah. Oh, wow, look at that. Yeah, small ass range over here. Let's take a look on the 30-minute time frame. Just tough cookie here on pound yen. A very tough cookie. Spreads in crypto. We don't offer crypto. I don't think we're going to offer people to trade on crypto because it's very risky. It's risky for the trader and also risky for the business. Which is why no crypto. Like, and all this data, we have all this data from Dominion Markets. Like, most people lose trading crypto, so it makes no sense at all. Can you please have a look at it? I managed risk, close 50% when 15-minute candle closed against me. Okay, let's take a look at this over here. What's this? Resistance form, candle closed below support. Okay. Next candle wicked up, broke previous low. Wow. Okay. It didn't break previous low. Where did it break previous low? It did not break previous low. 9 a.m. Let's take a look on the 30-minute. Looking at the 30-minute. Yeah, this is where the 1 hour closed. Let's take a look on the 15-minute. 15-minute. Yeah, see that 15-minute? 15-minute closed with no wick at the bottom. So I'm just gonna go through candle by candle. 15-minute close with no wick at the bottom. So this means there's a 50-50 probability, which means you have to wait for the next candle. You wait for the next candle to close. This candle closed bullish, so no trade. Where did it break? Maybe with a hairline fracture it broke, but still, like, waiting for this candle right over here, it made, yeah, there was no sell. Do you think sells will be good if 15-minute close bearish below support? Sure. Yep. But which support? I would say maybe below 26.21 would be better. Right now, we're just consolidating. Candles are printing side by side. We're just consolidating over here. How did you come up with the name Dominion Markets? That's irrelevant. What's the name of the music you're playing? It's just random music. Are you going Usman versus this huge? What is this? Where is this happening? January 25th, Coca-Cola Arena. Oh yeah. Okay. I'll go there. This will be interesting. I'm probably going to be there. Like, I know the guy who organizes it. What is this? It's that thing, right? That kicking boxing. Yeah, I think it's kicking boxing. If it's that kicking boxing championship, yeah, I know that guy. China discovered gold deposits. Okay, that's old news. Do you still trade NY session? Yes, I do still trade NY session. Not as religiously, but like, I like to look at it. Love from Top G Trader. Thank you. Man, Top G Trader came to the gym once. He told me he's going to come back the next day. He didn't. And after that, there's been no contact with Top G Trader. Okay, what's this over here? Too zoomed out. 30-minute candle push down, agent session, 30-minute ranging, 11 a.m. First 1 hour candle pre-lending is nothing. Okay. At 3:30, M30 closed above resistance. Okay. Next candle created a lower wick and break the high. Fill the range. Secured 13 pips. Oh, nice, Kelvin. Amazing. Beautiful. Very, very well done. $260 in 5 days from 5K accounts is good. Yeah, it's pretty good. $260 from 5K account. It's really good. What's this? 260 divided by 5,000. 5.2%. 5.2% in 5 days. It's amazing. It's amazing. By the way, guys, I'm going to head off. We're just consolidating now. If you do break above 26.33, I think that's going to be a pretty good idea for a buy. But other than that, it's just whatever, struggling at this point. Maybe volume is going to come in at pre-New York or whatever. But remember, you have to manage risk. MagicKeys for Black Friday, Cyber Monday is on for sale for 30% off. Amazing device to manage your risk. But other than that, take care. We'll see you guys on Wednesday. हिंदी बोलूं, बुधवार को आ जाना, मैं यहीं पर रहूंगा, फिर लेंगे ट्रेड्स मिलके हाथ पकड़ के ट्रेड्स लेंगे. Anyway, take care. We'll see you on Wednesday and have a great oh, and listen, by the way, if you won in the sells, don't focus on another trade. Make sure you don't lose these profits. Very important. Make sure you don't lose these profits. Maybe below this area we could, I don't know, maybe below that area we can fill this wick and move down. I don't know. Anyway, we'll see you guys Wednesday, pre-London session. Take care.